Well, it is March 7th, and it's shed walk day at our farm, at our main property here. So we're gonna walk. We got about 3 hours till dark today, so we'll put a few hours in today, and then we're gonna walk all day tomorrow, try to cover some stuff. So we're saving what we think will be the best parts for tomorrow. We're gonna go hit some of the rest of the farm today, see what we can find. Just a beautiful day, as you can see. Just beautiful, beautiful blue sky day. It's been real warm the last week or so. Has really started to thaw. You can see still got some snow in the fields. There's some more back in here. So you can see we're not free of the snowpack yet, and then definitely in the woods there's some snow still, but we had time, so we're gonna give it a shot. I don't know if we'll be able to get back out next weekend or the weekend after, so we're gonna give it heck for the next day or so, day and a half here, and see what we can find. So come on along. Hopefully, my last video was miles, still no piles. So hopefully we'll put a few more miles on and build a pile here in the next, day and a half or so. So come along. You can see Jacoby's with me. He's up in here getting ready to start. So got an extra set of eyes. Hopefully it'll pay off today. So come along. Well, we're in some thick stuff here, as you can tell. And we're on the board, albeit old, quite old. I haven't picked it up yet, but you can tell it's old. It might be from last year, maybe the year before. But we're on the board, so I don't know how many miles we've done today. We're in kind of, like I said earlier, we're in some thick stuff now, but we're kind of walking our lower quality area for sheds. It's a good quality area for deer, but we know where the food sources are, so I was just kind of running this up. We're actually gonna call it a day here in a minute, but I found this old one. You can see we're right against the neighbor's fence here, and there's a fence jump. That's why I wanted to walk parallel this fence and just check some of these fence jumps. And sure enough, there's one laying here right up against the fence. So let me pick it up. I'll turn this camera around. We'll take a look at it. We'll pick it up and check it out. I just saw that little tine was all I could see sticking up. I was walking kind of in that area. You can see my footprints right there. I was kind of that far out. Saw that tine sticking up. Thought that looks like it's not a stick. So came and checked it out, but you can see it's right on the fence jump. So I said that in one of our last videos. I always keep mindful of those fence jumps. So let's scoop it up and see what we can get here. All right. Hard to do this backwards, but let's see. Can you see it? There you go. It's not as old as I thought. It's a last year's, I think. Actually, I have to look. I found one on the food plot right just not too far from here a couple years ago. I found it last year, I believe, but it was from before that. Maybe this is the match set because it was a 4-point side like this. So, but hey, we're on the board. I'll take it. Let's keep moving. 2 for 2 at fence jumps. Found another one. Unfortunately, they're getting smaller. I think this is an old one too, and actually last year, right on the other side of this fence, I found a little spike, and I think this might be the other side. He might have dropped one on each side of the fence, because this looks like it was a drop from last year as well. So it's sitting right, I don't know if I'll find it, right on that run. I'll turn this camera around here for a second, get a shot of it, and then we'll scoop it up. There you see it in all its glory. But it's right on. There's a run going right through these woods here. Comes right up to this fence that goes out through this thick stuff and into what used to be a pasture. Now it's an ag field. But last year I found, laying right here, I found a little spike, 4-incher or whatever. So wouldn't be surprised if that was his other side, laying just across the fence. That's the first one I found. Set that one down. Don't get too excited. But there's a new one. So let's pick it up. Here it is right here. We'll scoop it up. Not much to look at. But there it is. Number 2 on the day. Again, they're getting smaller, which is not the trend that I was hoping for, but we'll take it. 2 for the day. Welcome to day 2 of our shed. You can see Jacoby up there scanning the back of this winter wheat field. It is day 2. We found 2 sheds yesterday. So we're out this morning, got an early start. We're gonna cover this winter wheat field and then into these pines back here. Then we're gonna cover these woods. I just cut through there and there's a lot of sign. And then the other side of this field, or other side of this woods rather, is an alfalfa field, which if you follow us, you've heard me talk about that all year. It's been a hotbed for deer, and it's been no different from what everyone's telling us this winter. So we'll head over there at some point today too. Basically got all day today to try and get as much done. We got, as you can see, just a light dusting of snow last night, which is not amazing, but we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't hamper us too bad. It's, like I said, just a light dusting, so it's not really going to cover anything up, but it'll make things not, that white antler won't pop out quite as much as it may have without that snow. So, but it's cold. We're lucky. This field is frozen right now. If it was 40 degrees, we'd be slopping through mud and nasty. So we're going to jump this field early this morning. That's why we headed here first. Try to get this one walked, and hopefully we'll find something. Like I said yesterday, if I don't remember if I'll put it in this video or not, but our over-under for the weekend was for this trip was to find 3 sheds. We found 6 last year on this trip, so we put our over-under at 3. We found 2 yesterday, so we'll see if we can't hit the over today. So come along, we'll get started here. I'm gonna keep moving, and we'll see what we find. Hopefully there's some antler laying out here for us. So we've walked this field a ton. I just looked, we've done like 2.5 miles across this field. I was about to be done. I said I'm gonna make another down and back. I think I just found Halo. Pardon my language, but holy shit. I think I just found a matched set to Halo. The only deer I hunted all year. Oh my God, if this is him, I can't even fathom this right now. If this is him, this is unbelievable. Actually, I'm not even gonna pick him up. I'm gonna call my son and get him out here. He went up to the house. Oh my, if this is him, if you guys have followed our page at all, Halo is the only buck I hunted this year. He should have been dead. I had him dead to rights at 23 yards. Full draw, and I just wanted the shot to be so perfect that I just hesitated, and he stepped through that lane, and I've been living and dying that moment in my head ever since. And if this is him, this brings meaning and purpose to all these miles we just did in the last 2 days. If this is him, it is big. Whatever it is big, and we don't have a lot of really big deer. God, if this is him, this is crazy. I can't tell. I'm not close enough. Oh, whatever it is, it's big, and it's matched. They're 10 yards from each other. Oh my God, this is awesome. I'm gonna turn the camera around, video this from here. I'm gonna call my son and get him out here. This is awesome. There's one side there. The other right there. And I can tell that's got 5 points and a big brow, which is very Halo-esque. Can't see this other side all that well. Oh, if that's him, I'm gonna be so excited. If it's not him, I'm still gonna be super excited because those are 2 big sheds. Oh man, I am so excited. So excited. I'm gonna put you guys on hold and get my son out here. Oh, this is so awesome. So I walked up and checked him, and it is definitely Halo. I'm waiting on my son. He's coming down the middle. Where is he? He's over there somewhere, coming down the middle to come out and help me get these. Not that I need help, but I want him here. This is too cool, man. This is literally the one deer I would give up any other shed we may or may not have found just for this guy. It's unbelievable that this is him. Out in the middle of this field, completely untouched, not chewed, nothing there. Perfect. Unbelievable. Good. All right, I got Jacoby to come out here. We checked these out for a few minutes. I took some pictures. This is, like I keep saying, this is unreal. This is the only deer I hunted all year. I've been obsessed with him. My wife will attest to that fact. I have been obsessed with this deer, kicking myself for missing him, hoping that he survived, and now I'm about to pick up his sheds. This is unreal. As you can see, pan around, we're in the middle of a 40-acre alfalfa field that's been hot all year. It's been a food source all year. This deer has not been on camera over here. He wasn't here all summer. He wasn't here all fall. Maybe he'll be, we had one camera, maybe he'll be on there this winter, but he has not been here at all. And he dropped his sheds here, and we found him perfect. I'm gonna pick this one up. This is his left side. Oh my God. The mass on this deer. I know for a lot of you, you know, if you're down in Iowa or something, this might not be that big of a deer, but for our part of Michigan, this is a big deer, and he's got big mass. I don't know if you can see that or not. Just big mass bases, carries him all the way out. He's had this same kink in this 3 since he was 2 years old. Our neighbors have a match set of him from 2 years ago. This is unreal. Look at it. That is so awesome. We'll go grab this other side. I am just beside myself right now. This is so cool. Call this deer halo. As you can see, his beam comes all the way around and real tight in the middle. They both do. That's why we call them halo. Oh, this is unreal. Same thing, just big old bases. Look at that deer. What a beast. Look at that. We got a trail camera picture of him going away. Super impressive. Oh, unreal. Here, switch with me. You'd hold these bad boys. I know, they're so nice. Look at that deer.
Look at that brown tie.
I know, that's the one when I missed there, when I had my opportunity at this deer, I should have taken my shot. He got around behind me and was staring up at my tree, and all you could see was half his head in that big, tall brown tine.
These tines are crazy.
Dude, he's just such a beast.
It's gotta be 10 inches at least.
We think this deer, he's at least 4, if not 5 years old. We have 4 years of pictures of him, and in our first year of pictures, he was probably 2.5, but he's at least 4 or maybe 5. So, unreal. Unreal. We're gonna cut this video. We'll jump back into the video. We're gonna cut it and take some pictures. So, well, we did a little more walking out there, but I'll be honest, I'm so excited. I could probably walk for another 10 miles, but I also feel like, what's the point, right? This is the one we were looking for. So we're gonna wrap it up for today, but just unbelievable. I checked the tracker. I forgot to start the tracker when we started today, but we probably did 3.5-ish miles today, and I think it was, what did we do yesterday? 2, so say 5 miles or so, 5.5 in the last few days. So I can't remember. I probably said it earlier in the video, so if I'm off, I apologize. But point being, did some walking, covered some ground, saw a ton. Like, this alfalfa field is just full of beds and droppings, and they're definitely hitting it. But yeah, we found 4 sheds total for the weekend, so good there. 2 older ones, smaller, and then the ones we were looking for. You know, hold those up. Yeah, that's the ones we wanted right there. Unbelievable. I was just telling my son here that, you know, we hunt here. We're in kind of northern mid-Michigan, if that makes sense. And, you know, we have some pretty good hunting. We got a good neighborhood that kind of, you know, all works together, and we're pretty blessed to have what we have. But, you know, I realize, you know, when you watch Drury and some of those other big names, you know, these deer they've had all this history with, and we're nowhere near that, not even close. But this is 4 years of history, going on 5 now with this particular deer. We know of 3 match sets of sheds that have been found. We found one just to the north of us. They found last year's, and then 2 years ago, our buddy found them like north and east of our property. So, I mean, we got quite the history is being developed with this deer. So, you know, I'm already excited. I was excited to head into next year and chase him again anyways, but now obviously that ramped up a little bit today. But the saga of the halo buck continues. It's pretty exciting. So cool. Cool. Very fun, very lucky. Like I said, I'm blessed. We're blessed to kind of get to hunt with a lot of like-minded neighbors, and you know, this deer's probably going to be 5 or 6 years old. So cool to see him get to that age and get to chase him. So it should be a fun fall. But we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and you know, stay tuned for the next video.